You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report podcast number 287.1, the Central Indiana Scoreboard Show, with sports headlines and details from all over Central Indiana.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
This is our year, and every we'll get them next year. We believed when they overlooked us.
You don't look at anybody on their squad and say superstar.
They're not going to make the playoffs this season.
Whoa.
And said that we were overrated. When the runs came up short and the names changed. But our colors never did. When Reggie shocked the garbage and Tyrese did it again. When Paul rose up, Victor came on. The Davis boys brought the muscle, and when Lance made us dance. We flew our flags, waved our towels, and screamed till we were Pacers blue in the face. We believed, because this team is a part of us. Not just our team. Our love of this game, passed down like a family heirloom. A birthright. Generations standing shoulder to shoulder. Heads held high, believing, even when no one else did. And all this time, we haven't been waiting for our turn. We've been prepared. So, here we are, together, on the edge of what we've all dreamed of, with a team that reflects us. Tough, unselfish, ready to show the world what we have always believed. In 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. It's our time.
That, of course, was Pacer play-by-play voice Mark Boyle, a hype video produced by the organization in advance of Thursday night's Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Central Indiana sports fans. Today is June 5th, 2025. It's a Thursday, and it's a big one. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, podcasting today from headquarters in Jeffersonville. Producer Susie is in the control room. Today is the day, Pacers fans. 8 o'clock in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Pacers look to win their fourth straight Game 1, the last 3 on the road, against a Thunder team that is 80-19 this season and 52-8 at home, regular season and playoffs. They are 9-1 in the playoffs at Paycom Center. The Pacers are 6-2 on the road this postseason, both losses coming while up 2-0 in a series. It's a matchup of two cities and states that have never won an NBA championship. The franchise that is now the Oklahoma City Thunder won the championship in 1979 with Dennis Johnson and Lenny Wilkens as the Seattle Supersonics. It's also a chance for players like Tyrese Halliburton, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Chet Holmgren to move up the NBA star ladder. In Halliburton and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's case, perhaps to superstardom. Rare air for an NBA player. This is Rick Carlisle's second finals as a head coach. His Dallas team was a significant underdog against the Miami Heat in 2011, but Carlisle guarded Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, and the Mavericks to a 4-2 victory over LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and the Miami Heat. Carlisle says his team understands and accepts the challenge.
Oklahoma City's a great team. We're aware what's expected here, and so we've got a lot of work cut out for us. A lot of our guys have been through a lot of situations where they've been underdogs in the past, and it's simply going to come down to us being able to play our game at the best possible level. We're going to need to take care of the ball because these guys turn people over at a historic rate, and we're going to have to make some shots.
Some things I found interesting heading into Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Thunder were in the finals in 2012 when they had 3 future Hall of Famers in Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. However, Oklahoma City traded Harden that offseason, and Durant and Westbrook never returned to the finals for the Thunder. A trade to match Paul George with Westbrook started the Pacers' rebuild that has culminated in the 2025 Eastern Conference Championship. Thunder GM Sam Presti then traded George to the Clippers and got 5 first-round draft picks and eventual 2025 MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in return. 4 of those picks amounted to very little. The other was All-Star Jalen Williams, who Oklahoma City took with the 12th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. So both of the franchises have built their championship runs on Paul George trades. Interesting legacy for Paul. Just 3 seasons ago, the Pacers and Thunder were a combined 49-115, with Indiana winning 25 games and Oklahoma City winning 24. The Pacers have the 18th highest payroll in the NBA, the Thunder the 25th. Only the Grizzlies, Jazz, Spurs, Magic, and Pistons have a lower team payroll than the team that had the best record in the NBA this season, the Oklahoma City Thunder. The average age of both rosters is 26.3 years. It's the 2 youngest teams have been combined in the NBA Finals since 1954-55, when the Syracuse Nationals beat the Fort Wayne Pistons. That's right, Fort Wayne had an original NBA team in 7 games for the championship. By the way, that's the closest any team from Indiana has ever come to winning the NBA championship. The Pacers, of course, were 2 games away in 2000. The Pacers did win ABA championships in 1970, 72, and 73. Whichever team wins the 2025 finals, it will produce the 7th different NBA champion in a row. The Raptors in 2019, then the Lakers, Bucks, Warriors, Nuggets, Celtics, now either the Pacers or the Thunder. The East is 41-36 all-time in the NBA Finals, and of course the East has the defending champion. The Celtics won it last year, beating the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games.
Back to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid. It's good.
Leon Draisaitl scored with 31 seconds left in the first overtime period, as you heard on an assist from Connor McDavid, to complete a Stanley Cup final 4-3 Game 1 victory for the Edmonton Oilers over reigning Cup champion Florida. That was Chris Cuthbert of Sportsnet in Canada on the call. The Oilers trailed 3-1 2 minutes into the second period, but Victor Arvidsson put Edmonton within a goal, and Matthias Ekholm scored early in the third, and the game eventually went into overtime tied at 3. Draisaitl also scored the first goal of the Cup final just 6 minutes into the opener. Sam Bennett scored twice for the Panthers. Florida won Game 1 last year over the Oilers 3-0 before winning the series in 7 games. No Canadian team has won the Cup since 1993. Game 2 is Friday at 8 on TNT. In high school softball, Harrison leads 10th-ranked Noblesville 7-0 in the bottom of the 5th, when rain stopped the game right there Wednesday night. The 4A regional will resume Thursday at 6, with the winner advancing to the Harrison semi-state. Brownsburg's Izzy Neal, Shelbyville's Addison Steinecker, Penn's Ava Zachary, New Prairie's Ava Geyer, and Tecumseh's Caitlin Marks have been named finalists for Miss Softball. Western's Kylie Miller, Logansport's Natalie Packard, Noblesville's Brooklyn Gray, Fisher's Kate Murray and Kendall Jordan, Rossville's Avery Layton, New Pal's Katie Hershey, and Newcastle's Katie Matthews were named to the Indiana Senior Softball All-Star Team. The softball coaches of Indiana announced on Wednesday. Western Junior Brinley Erb, Hamilton Southeastern Junior Grace Swidarski, Noblesville Senior Brooklyn Grayson, Fisher Senior Kate Murray, New Pal's Katie Hershey, and Greenfield Junior Savannah Rial were named Class 3A, 4A All-State by the softball coaches. The 2AA All-Star first team includes Alexandria sophomore Brinley Humphreys, Eastbrook Junior Gracie Elliott, Elwood Junior Kelsey Arms, and Alexandria sophomore Riley Thomas. Soon to be Mount Vernon senior and future Purdue Boilermaker Luke Ertl scored 36 points, a record for a junior in the Indiana Junior Senior All-Star Game, which was played at Greenfield Central on Wednesday. Ertl's performance helped the juniors to a 117-114 overtime win over the seniors. According to Kyle Nedrip of the Indianapolis Star, it's the second most points ever scored in the Junior-Senior All-Star Game. Trevon Blewett scored 44 as a senior in 2014. Ertl also had 9 points and 4 assists. Crown Point's Dikembe Shaw added 26 points. Noblesville's Justin Curry finished with 12. He was 3 for 5 from behind the three-point line. Mr. Basketball Braylon Mullins of hometown Greenfield scored 17, co-best with Cathedral's Brady Kaler for the seniors. Fisher's Justin Kirby finished with 11. New Pal's Julius Giese with 9. In the girls' game, the seniors won 81-71 behind 15 points from Hamilton Southeastern Miss Basketball Maya Makaluski and 13 from Columbia City's Addison Baxter. Alexandria's Jacqueline Hosier was 3 for 5 with 7 points and 3 rebounds. Warsaw's Brooke Zartman had a team-best 14 points for the juniors. Lawrence North's Kiadria Butler finished with 11, and Hamilton Southeastern's Kennedy Holman scored 10. LaPel's Lanaya Wills, who recently committed to Butler, finished with 4 points and 4 assists in the loss. At Wednesday's swimming national championships at the IU Natatorium in Indianapolis, Gresham Walsh set an American and U.S. Open record in the women's 50 butterfly in 24.66, and Luke Hobson set a new U.S. mark in the men's 200 freestyle, going 143.73. Walsh also made the U.S. 4x100 freestyle relay team by finishing second to Tori Husk in the 100 freestyle. Claire Weinstein won the 200 freestyle by 34 hundredths of a second over Katie Ledecky. Then Ledecky beat Weinstein by 14 seconds to win the 800 freestyle. Claire Curzon won the 200 backstroke, Kate Douglas the 200 breaststroke, and Caroline Bricker the 200 freestyle. On the men's side, IU grad Josh Matheny won the 200 breaststroke national championship. Jack Alexi is the 100 freestyle national champ. Bobby Fink won the 1500, Jack Atkins the 200 backstroke. Dare Rose won the 50 butterfly, and Luca Orlando the 200 freestyle. A lot of names I don't know there. A lot of new blood, it seems like, for the USA men's national team. The winner of each event qualifies for the World Championships in 2026 in Singapore. The runner-up in each event will likely swim in Singapore as well, but it's not an automatic qualification. The U.S. is allowed only 26 men and 26 women at the World Championships. Some news and notes. Number 1 seed Yannick Sinner and 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic won quarterfinals on Wednesday to set up a Friday semifinal at the French Open at Roland Garros in Paris. Italian Luca Massetti and Spaniard Carlos Alcaraz, the defending champion, will play in the other semifinal. At 9 a.m. on Thursday, top seed Aryna Sabalenka will face number 5 Iga Swiatek in the first French women's semifinal. Then American Coco Gauff, the 2023 U.S. Open champion, will try to earn her second trip to the French Open final against one of the best stories in recent French Open history. French woman Louise Boisson is in the semifinals In her very first Open, she was actually a wild card chosen by the French Federation to play in the Open, not earned on the court with her play. She's ranked 361st in the world. Goff and Boisson will follow Sabalenka and Swiatek. The Colorado Rockies earned their first series sweep since last May by beating the Marlins 3-2 on Wednesday. The Rockies were 9-51 March through May and are now 3-1 in June. Man, it's a bad day to be a Marlins fan. Oh well. They're the same fans as the Heat, so I'd probably detest them anyway. In the National League Central, the Cardinals made up half a game on the Cubs after their game with the Royals was postponed, and the Cubs lost 2-0 to the upstart Nationals. The Brewers made up a full game by beating up on the Cincinnati Reds 9-1. Chicago is 38-23 after Wednesday's loss, still 4.5 games ahead of the Cardinals and 5 in front of the defending champion Milwaukee Brewers. The Reds are 9 back at 30-33. The Texas Longhorns are a win away from the program's first softball national championship after beating rival Texas Tech 2-1 in Game 1 of the World Series Best of 3 at Devon Park in Oklahoma City. Tech took a 1-0 lead in the 5th before the Longhorns scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th after Tech ace Najari Canaday struck out the first 2 she faced in the inning. Reese Atwood's 2-out, 2 RBI single was the game winner, and that was enough for Tegan Cavan, who threw a complete Game 3 hitter and needed just 97 pitches to do it. Tech will have to beat Texas on Thursday to force a third and deciding game. Tech has won 3 national championships, looking for its 4th. Game 2 is Thursday at 8 and can be seen on ESPN. And Warren Central soon-to-be senior Caleb Elkins, one of the top defensive back prospects in America, tweeted that he will make his second visit to Ohio State this weekend. Elkins has 17 official offers, according to 24/7 Sports, including from Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana, Nebraska, Purdue, and Wisconsin, among others. And now you know everything we know about Central Indiana sports. Thank you so much for listening. We could really use your help spreading the word about the Central Indiana Sports Report. Please share us with your friends and family. Just copy and paste the link on YouTube or SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and text it to your friends and family. Also share it on Facebook and Twitter, whatever. Just make sure that you spread the word about the Central Indiana Sports Report. And we humbly thank you in advance. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of IDG Media. And I love Susie.